Jewish. When I met him, I thought he looked way too Jewish to act this Southern. His name's Colton. That's not a Jew name. That's a Louisiana name, guys. That's a Goy name if I've ever heard one. I think his family's hiding some deep, dark secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome for the first time in Noreen's Colton.
Colton!
So yeah, I'm new. I just moved over here. I am unemployed. I figured I might as well start doing stand-up. Perfect time as ever. So here I am, you know. I've never done stand-up. I never have done the whole stand-up thing. It is one thing me and paraplegics have had in common up until this point. So, I mean, it is unfortunate I won't have that topic when a straight plegic wants to come up and chat, but I'm just hoping all this is worth that, mainly. My mom was real nervous about me moving over to Vegas, you know, and understandably so. Vegas is real crazy. Vegas got all this crazy shit going on, but I've been in Memphis, Tennessee the past 2 years, and every single parking lot out there has 24/7 security based off of the window cracking and the armed robberies. So this place, not too bad in comparison. I will say though, y'all homeless are a little more free range than what I'm used to. In Memphis, they kind of stick to their territories a little bit more, but over here they're kind of in your face. Which, you know, I mean, it's cool, I get it, you know. You don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you for the most part. Especially if you got a cigarette, then you're their homie. But, you know, it's all good. And I did notice that y'all do a little something different in Vegas. Y'all got like those street lines with, it's like the bubble wrap everywhere. You know, I've been in places where it's all just painted on lines. But over here, you got all the bubble wrap. And I asked my dad, I'm like, why is that a thing? That's kind of weird. And he's like, oh, there's reflectors on the other side. And I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. And it makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking, because I was thinking it was so blind people could drive. You know, the braille of the road, if you will. A blind man's driving and he starts hitting it and he's got to recorrect, you know? Tesla Autopilot ain't got eyes either, and that shit kind of works, so I don't understand why it couldn't work with that. And yeah, I'm not from here. I am from Louisiana. I moved over here, I moved to Louisiana when I was about 10 years old. And whenever I moved over there, I was a real fat kid, so I was real excited at all these new things in the grocery store I've never seen. They had all these honey buns and all these cosmic brownies and shit, and I'm like, whoa, this is awesome. And my dad's like, yeah, you're in the South, buddy. Everything we eat here is shit. And I was like, let's go, that's awesome. And my mom's like, don't worry, you won't be eating any of it though. And I was like, shit. But, you know, joke's on her. Lil Debbie wound up being my first nickname 2 weeks into school. It was given to me by the trio in my grade that would sit around their little dried out crawfish shell and give kids their nicknames. Those kids were Apple Jelly, Cat Piss, and Ballsack. Those were the 3 kids in my grade. And I gotta say, testament to Ballsack, because I just heard from him, he's got his 4th kid on the way. So, I mean, that Ballsack is pumping. Like, if I was on an impregnation fantasy league, I want his swimmers in my starting lineup. That's all I'm saying. Like, he's killing it. And my second nickname I got was Iceberg. Yeah, I got that one in baseball. They like to call me that on account of how slowly I moved from base to base. You know? Kind of like how an iceberg slowly drifts in the water. Which, you know, makes sense. And my third nickname I got this one in high school wrestling. It was Mama Colton. I got that one on account of my teats. And the most fucked up part of that nickname is, like, sure, people like to call me Mama Colton. That's cool. That's fine. But they got this motherfucker named Blaze who would go in the locker room and literally squirt lactate out of his nipple and smear it on people on account of all the pro hormones he's on. But sure, yeah, I'm Mama Colton. If we're all stranded in the ocean, he's the only one giving us supplement. That's all I'm saying. Like, I ain't got nothing. You know? But yeah, that's about all I got. You know, all I know is I like in the grades of 7 to 8, I was getting bean dipped so much I didn't even know if it's because I was fat or if it was because I could half Mexican. You know, like I'm taking all this bean dip for the whole country of Mexico, and I'm only half Mexican. I'm not Jewish at all.
What?
Yeah, what? Yeah, but you know, if anyone's having an after party, just let me know because I'm definitely bringing the dip.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, come